Welcome to another episode of Frustrated to Freedom. We are now on episode 96, Your Focus. All of these processes have been coming down to one thing, the main thing, which is your intention, your concentration, your mindset, your grasp of the situation, basically your focus, how well you can focus on the subject, such as those books you see over there. All written words, and for centuries now we've had written words and we've just gone through, thought about them. Now we have them in PDF forms and all sorts of different formats, Kindles, so you can flick them, and iPads and so forth. It's all the same thing. You have to read that information to get that information into your mind, and then you have to visualize the process of what that information is all about. Simple thing is, it's only 26 letters. But it's the process that all of that goes through. Now, when we say a word conjures up something in our mind. If you say, right, donkey, what does that? You visualize an animal with long, fluffy ears and, no, that's a rabbit. You see? You could get confused. You visualize what it is. An airplane. That's it. Now, we don't think about the Wright brothers. We think about a Boeing jet or something like that. It's visualization. It's bringing things up into the mind. And this is all done from your focus. If you just saw a book as a jumble of letters, as some people do, people who are unable to read, and they simply see a jumble of letters on a page. Now that is a sad situation where they cannot or are unable to read. But if you can perceive what's on that page and get that information into your head, what a wonderful thing and skill that you have to be able to get all the information in those libraries. You can possess it. You can get that information. And then by accessing that information, you can then process it in whatever form you want and pass that on to others as further information, processed information in the form of books, thoughts, information, whatever it might be, teaching of some form or other. A skill that you may well have achieved. And through this process now, you are achieving a skill. You're achieving a learning process, which is the greatest gift that you could possibly have. Now, think again to the back old days when the old cavemen were running around. The skills they had were survival skills. Now, we still have survival skills. It's called work, government, and all this sort of thing. It's the process. It's the process going through. So everything depends on the focus that we put onto this. And that in turn is the value that we put on the information that's on there, that's on those books, that's in that video or whatever it might be. The journey is the journey that you select. You select the journey. The aims, the visualization, all of those things are down to you. And this is your skill, your education, your information that brings you back to this stage where you can access all this information. And then you can achieve what you set out to do by the dedication that you put into it. Now we've learnt the process, and the process has gone on since Napoleon Hill, 1930s. The process has gone on since then, but in the meantime, we've had so many millionaires and so many businessmen and women coming through the system, and they have done it through this process: visualization, thinking, taking a plan, making a plan, and then going out and achieving their goals. And that's it. That was the simple process. That's where we started off 90 odd days ago. And the process is still the same today. And the process will go on like this. Information we get in, we then know how to bring the information back into the process, the visualization process, and we've got an extra little skill to enable us to do that. All of these things help you as an individual to progress. And as an individual helps you to be able to help others to achieve their goals. Remember, your goal is their goal. You're not going to the same house or whatever it is, but the object is progress. You want to achieve, to attain your goals that you set yourself. That other person wants to achieve goals that they have set themselves. Now, your skill may be quicker, easier than theirs, so you can help them achieve. And by helping them, you achieve. And that is the big answer to the whole thing. It's the focus that we put onto our goals, the focus we put on, the dedication we put to getting those goals. And we are so close to it now. So close that the concentration has to be even harder. Concentrate, my friends. Dedication, focus. See you in the next episode.